Welcome to the Tony Gaskin Show, best-selling author, celebrity life coach, and international speaker. The purpose of this show is to bring you motivation, inspiration, and education in the areas of life, love, and business. Thank you for joining me. Now let's get started.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Today I want to talk about something that I've been noticing. Now, I notice it mostly. I notice it. I pay more attention to it on the celebrity level just because that's what's in the media and that's what's, on the blogs and that's what you see posted about. But when I really think about it, it's happening across the board. So even in our everyday relationships, I'm seeing this happen more and more. Now, nothing is new under the sun, as it says in the book of Ecclesiastes. Nothing is new under the sun. So I'm sure this has always been around, but I guess you could call it gold digging men. Now, for the longest, we have heard about gold diggers, and we always think of it to be a woman who is with this ugly man or this old man for his money. And that is still happening. It's a lot of women who they have been hurt, they've been abused, they've been mistreated, they've been dogged out. And their thing is, hey, if I got to go through all this pain and all this frustration, he might as well have some money. So I can go on vacation with my girls. I can take my mom and my family on vacation. I can buy all the latest purses, shoes, clothes, nice cars, and I could spend up all his money. And after I've done my bid and I want to divorce him, I can get half, or I can get me a large lump sum, have some kids, get me some child support, some alimony. So it's a lot of women under that mindset. But see, guess what? It has happened so much and it went rampant that women taught men. See, men, we're a little slower than women. We are a little bit behind the curve. We're just not all the way there with the ladies when it comes on the mental side of things. But from women doing this so much and doing it so well, fellas have caught on. Fellas have caught on. And one thing that the fellas have caught on to is the desperation in a lot of women. So a lot of women, and especially successful women, get desperate. Start to get desperate. The older they get, the closer that 30 or further away from 30, past 30, women start to get desperate because you say, you know what? I got this money. I got this success. If you're a celebrity, I got this fame and notoriety, but I don't have a man to lay down with at night. I don't have anybody to play in my hair or massage my scalp, massage my feet, help me rub off these bunions, have anybody to, cuddle and kiss with your body when you feeling like you need you a little fix, somebody you can be intimate with. Women start to get desperate and start to go from being thirsty to being dehydrated. And so what is happening is so many women are allowing men, gold-digging men, to come in and satisfy their needs, their emotional and their sexual needs. And in exchange, this woman is giving this man financial security. So you can stay at her house or her nice condo or apartment. You can drive her car. She'll buy you a car. If she's connected enough, she can get you a good job or get you a better job. She buys you amazing gifts for your birthday and anniversary and Christmas and Valentine's Day. You get to travel and see things that you've never seen before. So it's a lot of men starting to wake up and realize like, hey, whoa, these women been winning like this for a long time now. So what do we need to do? Oh, we got to start playing the game too. So ladies, what I want you to think about, and fellas, this is for you too, if you're a single man out there and you're dating around, but beware in this day and time, beware of the gold digger. Beware of the person who comes in your life And they want to be with you because you are going up and they are going down. You're going up, they're going down. They've had their run, they've made their little money, and now they're on hard times. Maybe it's going to get even harder, but they still got a good talk game on them, or they look good, or they dress good, or they still got some remnants of success. They still got some of the trappings of success. So they still look like they have something going for them, or maybe they got some fake ambition that they're going to show you. You know, they got something going, and they just show you just enough, or they got some good potential, or they may just have some good loving. And the good loving gets you to a place to where now you are hypnotized by the love. And when I say love, I mean the lust that you are fulfilling in the bedroom. And it's just what you needed. It's just what the doctor ordered. And so now you lose your mind and you start to make very poor decisions just because now you have some companionship. See, do not trade your self-respect, your dignity for companionship. Because what's happening is you got these people, you got the gold diggers who coming in and they playing the role and they're trapping you. And now you're taking care of them and they become either like the damsel in distress or man down. And so you want to help pick them up. You want to help lift them up. And now you give everything that you have to help them. And I'm reading about a lot of women who they got ran through the mud like this, drug over the coals for 7 years, 8 years, 10 years. And then finally, after that man made enough money, got enough status and clout, made enough connections, now he leaves her. He up and leaves her for some, PYT, pretty young thing. And now he's gone and the woman is sitting, scratching her head. What in the world happened? What in the world happened? How did this happen to me? How did he use me? How did he play a role all of this time and never loved me? Never cared for me. So you got to think about it. Where was the red flags? Where were the red flags? So on one side of this, I need you to look back when you were in 8th grade. Look back to your 8th grade boyfriend or girlfriend. Look back to your 8th grade boyfriend or girlfriend. If you weren't dating then look through 9th or 12th grade. Look back to the 9th through 12th grade boyfriend or girlfriend. Now, if you're not with them, then this is for you. Look at them and now find them on Facebook today and see how they look. Find them and see how they look, and that is your level. That is your level. If they look amazing today, they look hot today, that is your level. If they look like they got ran over by a fruit truck and left to die, that is your level. See, that's what loved you before money came into play. And that adult version, which they could have money today, they could be successful today, unless you've done some drastic, crazy growth and you had a complete makeover, then that's your level. And so that's what a lot of people forget. So you got a lot of men that's, 4'11", 5'3", 5'4", start making hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars and now get this woman that's 5'6", 5'7", 5'8", who looks like absolute gorgeous model out of magazine, and he forgets that he automatically thinks that, oh, she wants me for me. No, buddy. Nope. That's for the money. That's for the money. And the same thing on the other hand, you have these women who they're making some, good money and got this man, tall, dark, and handsome. Every woman want him. And here's this woman. She has not been attracting these kind of men before. And now all of a sudden she think, oh, this is what God has for me. No, that's not. That is not what God has for you. That man sees what you can provide. He said you got your own place, you got your own transportation, you got a good job, you got benefits, you got a 401k, you got health insurance, Absolutely. You might have citizenship, and he might need some citizenship, especially with Trump in office. That's happening a lot. So you got to look at the person that you're dating, look at the person that you're dealing with. On the other side of this, ask yourself, are we on the same playing field? Are we even in the same book? Are we equals? Like, are we bringing the same amount to the table? Or just, it might not be the same exact amount, but just something. Like if you're making 75, he doesn't have to make 75, but is he making 50? Probably the least he needs to be at is 30 if you're making 75. And you older, like you're not under 25, because you need to make sure that this person is with you for the right reasons. Because what I'm seeing, and even on the celebrity level, I'm seeing a lot of women, I'm seeing women. I just looked at this woman, and she got engaged. She's a singer. I think this guy was kind of like a rapper in the music industry. But I just saw this guy, say he was filing bankruptcy or getting evicted, foreclosed on a house. And now here she is, this woman over here, has things going for her, television, music, royalties, and all of this. And now she's engaged to a guy who got lawsuits, who got foreclosures, got all of this, look a mess. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, of course he gonna talk good. Of course he gonna say the right things. Of course he's gonna be Prince Charming, because he needs you, because you have stability. You got something going. Then I saw another young lady, popping, doing her thing, actress. And then she around dating an unemployed athlete who will not be employed again because he's ran his race. He played all his years, and now he unemployed, don't got any endorsements, don't have any commercials. So it's like, okay, maybe holding on to some money he had, but where's the new money at? And I don't see any new money with this ex-athlete. But now here, this lady he's with, she on television, she acting, she getting regular checks, got endorsements, modeling, doing all of this going on. So I'm like, okay, well, wow. Well, what is he bringing to the table other than what's between his legs? And that can't be enough, because see, what's going to happen is these men going to start to get to the place to where they get everything from you. They'll marry you, talk you out of a prenup, knowing 5 years you're going to be divorced. You're going to have to be paying them. So it's some women that we seeing go through this right now. We seeing women go through nasty divorces, go through these nasty divorces, and it's because they with a man who never wanted them for them. The man wanted them for what the woman could do for him. And now these guys, I think it was it Mary J. Blige and her husband? See, I only mention names of the people I think I'll never meet or never call me, for coaching. I say their names. If it's somebody that I know or that I, could know or bump into, it's a little awkward. I don't want to be caught up like Stephen A. Smith with the athletes. So, but with Mary J. Blige and her, I think the man Kentu, I don't know his name, asking for like $100,000 a month. It's like, man, get off your sorry butt and go get a job. That woman is an icon. That woman built her brand. You didn't do nothing for her. You wasn't in the booth when she, helping her sing. You're not, and that's a bad example. Ike and Tina, which pretty much you are, trying to abuse her. And then I see now another young lady, artist, going through a divorce with a broke man. And another artist going through a divorce with a man facing lawsuits and foreclosures and repossessions. And it's like, ladies, get it together. Know who you are. Know what you bring to the table. Understand, if men were not checking for you back then, they're not checking for you now. If the only thing changed was your bank account, then you need to make sure that you could remember the type of guy that wanted you before you had that money. And then you need to talk to somebody. If you can't read a man, if you can't look at a man, call my number, 555-TONY. That's not my real number. But send me an email to inbox@TonyGaskins.com. Send me an email and I will read him for you, because I could look at him in 0.5 seconds and tell you his whole life story. Now, I'm talking to the ladies that have millions to lose. So I want you all to think about this, and this goes both ways. It's been happening for the longest to the fellas. Now I'm starting to see it happen more to the women, because you got to remember, all this time, for the longest, women were oppressed. Women couldn't vote. Women couldn't be pastors. Women couldn't be CEOs. Women couldn't run for president. Women couldn't elevate. So the gold digging going the other way really wasn't a thing. But now women are being elevated. Women are being exalted, put on high. Women winning awards as actresses. Women are winning awards as artists. Women are changing their lives, changing the trajectory of the female. And now that these women are being, really praised and put on this pedestal, more money is coming into the pockets. Social media got women able to get on social media and become a 6-figure or 7-figure earner with a self-made business, whether it's selling hair or selling bathing suits or just doing skits and getting ad money. But now these women making all this money, and men are trying to join with these women and just lay down some good loving in that bedroom and give some good companionship, but really on the outside might be cheating, might be verbally aggressive and abusive, might be doing all of these things, but doing it because of what this woman can bring to the table. So think about this situation and make sure that you are not the victim of a gold digger. Make sure you're not the victim of a gold digger. Some people try to compare that to me and my wife, because my wife is a stay-at-home mom, but we met in college. So we met before money came into play, and what I'm doing today was never on the goal sheet. What I'm doing today was purpose when I had an intersection with God on a cosmic collision with Jesus on the road to Damascus. When I bumped into him and he questioned me about my life and what I was doing, it was then that my purpose was birthed. And my wife has, reaped the benefits of God's favor on my life only because I am married to her, that I have received favor and that I'm still alive and in the free world and not in the grave or in prison. It's because of her. But when I met her, it was the other way around. I was trying to gold dig because she was a biomedical science major. And I said, that sounds expensive. I said, that sounds like some money going to be attached to you. And I was a criminal justice major. So, you broke, busted, and disgusted criminal justice major. So you maxing out $65,000 after you done put in 15, 20 years. And so I said, you know what? Biomedical science, I could be a stay-at-home dad, a fake entrepreneur. That was really my plan. So I was on the other side. That's how I could recognize these gold diggers real fast. But then it flipped. It flipped on me. It backfired, and I became the breadwinner, which I can't really say backfired. It was a blessing. And then my wife was able to become a full-time, homemaker, wife, mother, and now she can go and work if she wants to, because our youngest is about to be 4 years old. And she got a master's in medical sciences. So sometimes people look and say, oh, that's what it was. Your wife gold digging off you, but you don't realize I met her when I was 21 years old, before I had a dime to my name. So think about that. And that's the exception to the rule. So I want you to think about it and make sure that you are able to identify if you're being used by a gold digger. Thank you so much. God bless you. We'll talk soon.